1.4 milliseconds or some shit like that.
Yeah, I haven't had time to like read into like those, not read into, but read up on those. Okay, those stories. But I'm curious what all took place there.
Yeah, it's one of those things that it's like it'll bring the nihilist out of you. It's like, oh, none of this shit matters.
Right.
Excited? I heard
Not yet.
Pete.
Nope. Oh no, he is. He's muted.
He's in, but he's muted. So
Gunplay Sunday. What's up?
What?
I said Gunplay Sunday.
Yo,
I don't know what that means, but how you doing?
All right.
Yeah, I don't want to co-sign that at all.
Completely stepped over that.
Yeah.
What was that?
Greg's half sleep laugh, I think.
That shit sounded like Kawhi Leonard joined the chat.
Wait, what were y'all talking about though? What was the show I mentioned I heard?
Huh?
I said, what was the show talking about?
The Earth sped up for like 1.5 milliseconds last week.
Okay, cool.
We don't know that. Yeah.
It may be cool. It may not be cool.
Right.
It's probably an existential threat.
Look, man.
Cool.
Yeah.
Exactly. I mean, if we all, I don't really mind if we all die.
Yo, shut up, man.
If we all kick it, it's cool.
I'm cool with that, bro.
It's like nah, man. The whole everyone lost. So
If it's an entire universal L and I don't feel it, I'm fine.
no, I still care. I think. Well, I guess I wouldn't be able to care, but I
Exactly. That's what I mean. It's just
I
like
would care. My Force Ghost would care. You'd be like, what was that? Yeah, what the fuck was that? That's some bullshit.
exactly. Like it'll just be after. It'll be like, well, damn.
You know how scientists say
Fuck.
that after you die that you're still aware for 15 seconds? I wonder what that 15 seconds looks like.
Scientists could go kick a
Probably
bucket.
like, huh? Fuck. All right.
Ain't that a
Yo.
wow? Okay, so well, that's cheating.
Right.
Throw the controller. Throw the controller.
It's like, yo, what the fuck? We get a redo? Yo, no, we can't. We can't all lose. Who was right?
And I wonder if everybody like dies at the same time. Do we share that 15 seconds? Like, does
Probably.
everybody get to be like, "Hey, man, this is fucked."
There's gotta be a large jam at the
Ultimate
gates.
collective consciousness.
Yeah. At the fucking gates of judgment, like, oh, that's just too many people. Hold on now. We gotta cue this shit up.
It's like hourly shit.
I'll probably be like, party on the steps. let me hang out in the back. I don't know if I'm going through. So I'm just,
It's like, okay, we don't usually do this. If you're Mormon, raise your hand. All right, y'all are in.
yo,
Take this time to work.
Sorry. We have a whole procedure, but there's too many right now. Congratulations, you got it right.
How fucked would it be like if everybody is in the same 15-second consciousness and they were like, "All right, Satanists, come over here."
Right, who is begging with Satan? All right. He got y'all exclusive access because we cut a deal. Don't ask about it. You're welcome. Trust me, you're welcome. That's much better than what was happening before. You're fucking welcome. All right. Everyone else will get judged on your goods and bads. Okay. Last time on the Shadows Echo.
Wait, how much of that was recorded?
Oh, all of it. Everything since I jumped in.
Fuck. No. They need to know. The last time on the Shadows Echo.
Delete that. Reason.
Last time on the Shadows Echo, the Misfits were coming off the super high of defeating Azrael, escaping the Dreadnought as you were able to keep the Cloud Scraper, finding and defeating Devil Bite, who stole away on the ship with plans of killing you all and getting your ship back, and saving the ship from the sabotage he rendered to it from falling out the sky. The Misfits all took part in this great, grand adventure of saving this ship. Once that was settled and the y'all got together to discuss it all. The elephant in the room was finally thrown back down of Assad having summoned an aspect of Tiamat in the battle against Azrael, and Midas had it out with him, and the group jumping in and having their say on the moment. Assad responding as he saw fit to the conversation. Eventually, Midas walking away and Salora walking away, and Theron imparting some words of wisdom, as it were, to Assad on the matter. A lot was said in that conversation. That conversation is 2 weeks old, so I'm sure not a lot is remembered, but that's D&D. As it currently stands, Midas went down to his room to sleep. I am not certain where Salora went off to, but she did leave the conversation. And the rest of the group is currently on the deck with Assad, Theron, and amongst themselves. Important tidbits to remind, you have a Scry on Me scroll. I believe you are all out of spell slots. You have yet to take a long rest. After your long rest, you will level up. You are currently on the Cloud Scraper, whose broomstone is underpowered, currently overcharged, but it's not enough broomstone to keep the ship aloft more than 2 days. The other 2 sets of broomstone, Theron said, have shot into the sky. And there is a chance of retrieving them, but you are also being pursued by the Dreadnought, so there's risk-reward in that. As last checked, you are headed back to Sethret to pick up where you left off there. I believe those are most of the big things. Is there anything anyone wants to bring up or ask about before we get started?
I thought we were going back toward the broomstone.
It was mentioned to try to find it, but Theron is going to mention, which I should have at the time mentioned, that the Dreadnought is still chasing you. So going above the clouds to find the broomstone may get you spotted by the Dreadnought. So that is a decision.
These nuts, yo.
Decision the group needs to make.
So we need it to fly, right?
Well, you could technically, which Theron will bring up, you could technically just charge the broomstone every 2 days and not need to.
Yeah, I had that idea, but I'm like, gosh damn, now it's a fucking flying ship that we gotta charge ourselves. Fucking expend all our spell slots.
Well, it is also the best, alarm lock on your thing you could ever have, because anyone who wants to steal it couldn't.
I guess we can charge it for the first. Well, we only need to escape the 24 hours, then we could go back to the broomstone if we want it.
Hold on, real quick, before we jump into that conversation, I had also was waiting to hear back from my grandmother about the eggs.
Correct. She did tell you to hold on about the eggs. She is researching that.
Did I contact anybody from my family yet?
No.
And also, Midas is recession proof.
What?
No.
Okay, so yes, Salora is waiting to hear back from her grandmother about the dragon eggs, which she asked her about, and rolled well, so she is looking for a response on that. We also have, of course, Assad's clone in Riveria, waiting to hear from Assad what to do next. And we have Salora's Visage flying behind the ship. Yes, under the ship. With the eggs. What was the final decision on that?
You said there was no way for it to get in during the flight?
No, so the Visage could have gotten in, but if the Visage came in, the Visage would have been seen by Midas.
Oh, right.
The 3 who searched the entirety of the ship.
Okay, no, so it was just flying next to it then.
Okay. And you have to bring that in before you take a long rest, because at a long rest, it disappears.
God.
One more thing, because I just don't remember what the conclusion of this was. Does Solara have the threshold threshings or not?
Threshold crest? No.
Yeah.
No,
No.
I never had those.
Gotcha.
Yeah, you talked to her about them, but never gave them.
Oh,
to her.
right.
It was all kind of in the works, then things went to hell, and then never happened.
That was
a
like
long
a
time
year
ago.
ago.
Long, if not more.
It was it wasn't.
real time.
Oh God, it was before I was a mom. It's a different person altogether. Anyway, I digress.
Yes, very, very long time ago. And also, the Evanwoods do not have the instructions about how to use the Threshold Crest. They just kind of have the ones they have. But
They have 2 and 3 are with Oriana.
They have 2. Oriana has placed 3 somewhere safe because she is not in Nethermost anymore either.
Yeah. When I say with Oriana, I mean in her care.
Yes. Well, not in her care anymore, but yeah, she put them somewhere.
They're still in their care. Stop being semantic, man.
I mean, I feel like that's kind of important, but
Yeah, because you're gonna fuck me up.
I'm on your team. Anyways, we pick up with you all on the deck, and we'll pick up with Theron saying, "Well, of course we could go above the clouds and find the other brimstone, but the dreadnought is still chasing us, and that increases the risk of being found. Now we could always keep the ship as is, and that would ensure only high-level magic users like yourselves could operate this ship."
How long have we been traveling? Or how long have we been evading? It's only been like an hour or 2, right?
Correct. Only an hour or 2. We still have 22 more hours to go. They are quite capable. And for the most part, they do know where we will be headed.
Can anybody locate items here? Samson asked the group.
You don't have to snore, so that's okay. You're a few decks below. Theron will say, that would have to either be yourself, Samson, or Midas.
Okay. I will be able to do it in the future, not today. I have not had that, but if we come back here, I can find it within 1,000 feet.
I can keep us in a holding pattern here, but again, that does increase the risk of the dreadnought finding us.
I don't want to ask a offensive question or a stupid question, but it's a necessary question. How are you with coordinates?
I am an excellent navigator.
So you can get us back here.
Should we go above the clouds so I can take a correct reading? Yes.
Noted. Well, we'll come if the group agrees. We can just come back.
Come back when exactly? I'm not certain how these will be affected by wind and other things like that. There's no guarantee they will sit in place.
How rare is brimstone?
Extremely.
A knife and a flying ship. Where does it rank?
A flying ship.
Understood. Group.
We might have to cut our losses with these. Employ some high-level magicians to work the ship and continue recharging the batteries.
I mean,
I'm sorry.
You are high-level Arcana users yourselves.
I'm talking about in the future, as this ship stays in operation.
What would it be
Well,
in operation to do if you are not on it?
I don't care for the ship, but you're going to be flying around on it. Other people want to have it.
no, not really.
So will it stay? Go ahead.
This is a DM question.
Mm-hmm.
How much magic does it take to charge it?
It took all the spell slots you guys had at the time. I do not know that you are aware how much it would take if you were fresh and you were just putting magic into it. You guys didn't get a read on how much it would take. You guys just put what you had in there, and it worked.
So, this is off the DM. This is back to the group. What if we just looked at it as a regular sailing vessel? It's a ship. And we just make it fly when we need to. When we know that we have at least a day that we won't come into conflict. And we can make it fly only when we need. Otherwise, it's waterbound.
With the two sets of broomstone, it would be the fastest sea vessel.
That works for me. Midas?
That works for me.
Midas is sleeping. Unfortunately.
You really want to
Works
sleep?
for me.
Yeah, you did.
Oh, did I go to sleep?
No, you stayed above.
Oh yeah, because I was talking outside.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. There's no risk in encountering Solora's father again. We might as well keep going. Full magic ahead.
And again,
I
if
agree.
we ever decide we want to come search for them, I do know our last position above the clouds. I know how long we've traveled. I know generally which direction we've gone since. I could get us back to at the least where we fought Azrael.
Well, I think it would be good to just put a pin in this for now. And if we have the luxury of time to come back, we will.
My only question is, should we take it to sea now, or are we able to keep floating while we...
We have 2 days in the sky currently.
Okay. So let's keep it in the sky for now. We don't have to bring it to the water at this very moment. Samson, do you agree?
I agree.
I agree too. I think waiting till after the ship is secure to go back would be best.
Already settled.
So, on the more pressing issues. What the fuck? We just killed a dragon.
I need you to write the most fantastic song about the Misfits.
I will be doing no such thing.
Why not?
Giant is one thing. A dragon is more attention than I care to garner.
Use
Okay.
a metaphor.
The metaphor would be the giant, which I already wrote a song about.
Spice the magic dragon.
Puff. It's Puff the magic. Or you can say Spice, I guess.
I would say spice, but
Spice the green dragon. How about that?
that's even more specific, and that's even more of a no.
Well, if nothing else, I think we should all sleep well tonight. Assuming we can avoid the dreadnought a little longer. It'll be the first time in a few days we have no pressing dangers.
Sounds good to me. One quick question. How long will you be accompanying the group? Once we make landfall, will you stay with us? Will you stay with the ship? What are your intentions and goals?
So long as Solora requires me here.
Ah, got you, Solora. That's sweet sunrise queen. No, not Sunrise. What is she? She is Sunrise, right?
Sunrise Queen.
That's sweet Sunrise. All right, I am off to bed.
Theron takes the position at the wheel.
Likewise. Aside, if I could talk to you for a moment before.
Yes. Yes.
And so me and Asad kind of walk off.
Okay.
And I say to Asad, hey, I just want you to know, throughout all of the shit that's going on in the past couple hours, and it's almost dying, I didn't forget about Tim. And I know how big of a thing that's going to be for you. But think about the group. And I know it's a big ask. Just think about the group. And then Samson heads to a group. He doesn't even wait for us.
Okay.
All right. As everyone's making their way to various rooms and places of slumber, Assad, are you doing anything before a long rest?
Yes. Assad. Well, Assad is on the deck. Where's Theron at? Right.
On the deck by the wheel. I'm going to say everyone else has made their way below deck. Shalora, where are you?
Michelle.
You muted Michelle if you're talking.
Shelly.
Yep.
Shelly.
Sorry.
Where is Shalora during this? You've walked off. I'm not sure where you walked off to.
Yeah, I had wanted to find a room.
You wanted to what?
Find a room.
Okay, I believe you had decided to take Azrael's room.
Okay. Then there's a window in there. It's the same window that they came out of, right?
Well, if you go into the small room, she had a bigger room as well.
So the bigger room doesn't have one.
It does not have windows.
Is anyone in the smaller room right now?
Not yet.
All right, so then I would have walked off, gone in the smaller room, and massaged from the smaller room, went into the bigger room.
Okay. But how this all worked out, you would have time to get the massage in your room and close your door without issue.
Yeah.
Okay. So, Assad, what's up?
Oh, all right. So Assad says to Theron, how long do you plan on being up?
Well, as I am the only one who can navigate and steer this ship, I am not going to sleep.
Okay. Did you get a chance to heal at all?
I'm doing okay. I'm not going to fall over anytime soon, and I don't expect to be attacked anytime soon either, so.
Okay. All right, okay.
Thank you for your concern, Assad.
Yeah, no problem. No problem. None of the other crewmates know how to navigate, right?
Not well enough that I allow them to navigate the ship on the first day of their new captaincy.
Okay.
I'd have to see them do it with my own eyes for a while before I'd trust them with my eyes closed.
You're right. Okay. That's true. Okay. All right. Well, good luck out there.
He nods.
Assad goes downstairs.
As you're leaving, he says, Assad,
Yes.
there are conversations we cannot come back from.
What conversations? Which ones are you referring to?
Hopefully not the one you're about to have.
Oh. I'll consider that.
And then he goes back to steering the ship.
Thank you.
He nods.
Well, let y'all know, Sleep Midas has been listening to nothing.
Would you had the thing deafened?
No, I'm just not paying attention until I'm supposed to wake up.
Okay.
So it's going to be a surprise to me, whatever happens.
Blade range, through the back, critical hit. Midas, what you up to? Not Midas, Assad. You're heading below deck?
All right. So, yeah, heading below deck. I don't think I claimed the room.
You did not, but Midas claimed the one and Slora claimed one.
All right, Midas claimed one, Slora claimed one.
There would be, I believe, X was sleeping in the regular area. I don't believe he claimed an actual full room.
Okay. Are there any open rooms?
There's one, yes.
There's one open room. Okay.
No, actually, I guess there'd be two. Technically two.
Oh, there's one.
Yeah, because Davina and Mir are still here, but they have not claimed rooms, obviously.
All right. Well, I just want to claim a room.
Do you want it across the hall from Midas or next to Midas?
You said Solara took
The large
one
room.
of Azrael's rooms, right?
Yes, the other of Azrael's rooms is still available. The one you searched earlier.
Yeah, I'll take that one.
Okay,
Was that it?
that's it.
Oh shit. Okay. All right. And there's no other room on the opposite end, right?
No, there's this room here that would be next to Midas, and then there's room right across from Midas.
Okay. All right. Stay. Well, I just put my bag down,
Mm-hmm.
and I go back out of the room, and look at that. I'll open the first one in front of me. It's facing right in front.
Let's assume it opened out.
Does Midas
Midas
close his
inside.
wings when he goes? Does he close his wings when he goes to sleep?
Midas does not have wings. Please ignore Battle Midas's depiction.
Okay, all right.
It's only pops off when he uses the cape.
When he uses the key?
The cape.
Oh, the cape. Okay, got you. Okay, got you. All right, then the shape, they're not native. Okay, got you.
As you open the door, you see Midas inside sleeping.
No. Midas is sleeping? He's not awake?
No, he's sleeping.
He didn't hear the door open?
Give me a perception check with this. Well, what's your passive? Let me see what your passive is.
I think it's 14.
Not you.
Well, mine is super low. It's like 11 or something like that.
No, he did not hear the door open.
Okay. Assad grabs the dagger
Mm-hmm.
and kills. That's what y'all wanted to see.
No,
we
that.
didn't.
I wanted peace.
Door's
Okay.
open. He's asleep.
So Assad goes and closes the door.
Are you in the room or out the room?
I'm in the room.
Okay.
There's a weird noise going on. Well, it was.
Yeah, I had to step away because Enzo woke up. Did
Okay.
I miss anything I was supposed to be involved in?
No. So you're in the room. Please ignore the tokens. I have to do some height things. Yeah, you go into the room. You close the door behind you.
Okay. So I say, let's see. So I say, hey, Midas.
With the intention of waking him up.
Yes. I don't say it loud, but
Loud enough to be heard.
Yeah, exactly.
I I will say you wake up, Midas, because that's the intention.
Okay. So, yeah, show me where we are. Where's the bed?
Okay, let me play with this some because the
Uh-huh.
it's not exactly level because I built the ship to look a certain way.
Uh-huh.
Spin the door back. Do. Okay, so almost there. We're getting it. So pretty much the bed is going to be inside the room, like this. Give me a moment to put you back in.
Mm-hmm.
The rooms are not large. Okay, there you go. That's the room. Boom.
All right. So Midas lays there, and he casts message to Solara. It says, Solara,
Slore, were you
Come
asleep
o-
or awake at this point? I would say it's been about 15 minutes since you came down.
Oh wait.
Okay.
he says, come open my door. Assad's harassing me.
That's the message you get, Slore.
So I does it.
So there is no response to what you said to him, Assad. And moments later,
I
the
closed
door.
my door behind me.
Okay. Moments later, the door to his room opens and Solora's there.
And I get up and just walk out.
You'd have to walk past him to walk out.
That's fine.
So the door is opened. Assad, Solora is standing there, and Midas begins to walk out.
Sora goes back to her room.
Anything from you,
When
Assad?
he's
I'll close the door to see if Midas is following it. I'll just close it.
Nishan, you're muted if you're talking.
I'm not talking.
Oh, okay.
all right, so when I get out,
No,
I said-
wait. No, I was waiting. I wasn't. I'm going to say something.
Okay, so he's about to.
I was-
Okay, so let's do this again.
I'm saying I didn't say anything previously. No, but I do have something to say.
Okay.
Okay, so this is what happens. You say what you said to Midas. Midas does not respond. A few moments later, the door opens and Solora is outside his room. When the door opens, Midas gets up and begins to walk out the room. What are you doing?
Okay. I say, hold on. Hold on.
Do you
Let me
stop him
talk
from
to you.
leaving, or do you let him leave?
Well, he keeps going. When I say that, does he keep going, or does he stop?
Midas,
no, I keep going.
he keeps going.
Oh, yeah. All right. Assad puts his arm out. I said, come on, hold on. Let me talk.
And I says, don't touch me.
Sora pauses at this. She doesn't go in the room.
Okay.
And then Midas pretty much like just walks by him.
Do you let him, Assad?
No.
If
Okay,
you
you're
want
going
to
to
get,
do
Sure.
contested strength check.
I don't know,
Like, I
it'd be
don't.
contested strength if you want to get past.
All right.
So strength versus
Just
strength
alert.
versus here.
Says perhaps it'd be best to get a long rest between the conversations.
All right,
I
roll
didn't.
the
I
two.
broke up. You broke up. Something about the conversation.
So Laura says it might.
Oh yeah, my bad.
So Laura says to Assad, it might be best to let a long rest happen between the conversation.
I did a strength check from you, Assad, by the way.
Okay.
I feel like you kind of automatically win this.
1 second. I meant.
Oh, you have a
strength.
+9? No, you have a +9. It's not going to matter much.
Well,
Oh, wait. So
no, that was a strength.
you have a
save.
+5 to strength.
Yeah.
Unless you
so-
roll a 1.
All right.
Yeah, so essentially what this is Assad has his arm in between, across the door, so you can't get past his arm. And you can't get past his arm. He does not relent. You cannot get past him at the moment.
I go under his arm. I mean, he's not. He's gonna go through a space. I'll jump over his head. I'll go under his arm. Doesn't matter to me.
Assad, are you letting him out the room as he's trying to get out the room?
Yes.
Okay.
Somebody says it's cute. You play your games when we used our spell slots to keep this ship in the air. Fuck with me when I got my ship back.
What are you talking about? Came to
Don't
talk.
come in my room while I'm sleeping.
I had a few words to say to you. I thought they
Okay,
were
well, you
important.
can knock on the door like anybody else around here with some damn sense. And then Midas goes and knocks on X's door. Thank you, Solara. He goes to knock on wherever X is, or find X.
X is kind of just in the general area on a bed.
Okay. So Midas says, X, need you to watch out for me. And he
Hold up. I said something. It's not deep, but you see X reading a book. That's what I was going to do, Brian.
Okay. X
Go
is reading
ahead.
a book out here.
Hey, X, I just need you to hold this ring for me. And Midas jumps in his ring into X's hand.
Okay. I wonder if I can put the ring on.
You
X
can.
says out loud.
You can.
X puts the ring on.
Okay. You are now wearing the ring. Solara, Assad?
Laura just look at her top for a second. What is Assad doing after Midas walked out?
Say again?
What is Assad doing after Midas walked out? So Laura just dancing.
Oh, Saeed, mute. It echoes when
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I didn't even realize I was on.
You're good. Assad, when he walks out and says what he says and leaves, what do you do?
Is everyone breaking up or is it just me?
Can you hear me clearly?
I can hear you.
It's just going in and out. It's fading.
Okay.
I can hear you fine.
Yeah, I heard you. I heard you fine. I wait in. I just stay in the room.
Okay.
Yeah, we can hear you, Greg. It's just your Groupon internet. That's
My friend couldn't call Lyft with her cricket phone earlier. Go ahead.
So he is staying in the room, Solara.
So Laura just looks at him and it says, "Not all betrayals cut the same." And kind of just like waits to see if he'll respond. If not, just doesn't hear.
I wouldn't call this a betrayal, Solar.
Midas most definitely does.
Huh?
Midas most definitely does.
Right. I know. I understand how he might feel that way.
So I think you should be considerate then when you approach this conversation.
You said you said this is me out of game. I'm saying
Yeah.
you said be considerate.
Yeah, you should be considerate
Okay.
when you approach this conversation.
All right. I didn't hear that word. True. I agree.
And see now when the building.
I didn't give a
Oh,
question.
so I said Laura nods and then starts to go in her room, like unless you said something else.
Okay.
Oh, okay. All right. Okay. No, I didn't say anything else.
Yeah, it's coming across a bit muffled, Michelle.
Oh, my bad.
Sloa's back in her room. Door is closed.
Actually, right before she closes the door, she like turns around and then says to Assad, like, you do know that he's been running from the people she has chasing, right?
I only found out until he told me a couple weeks ago.
Right, but then you didn't think her presence could pose a mortal threat to him?
No, I made sure that everyone would be safe.
So made sure.
I made sure I discussed it. That was part of the agreement.
With Tiamat?
Yeah, to help with Azriel or Vezeric.
So you made a deal with her that she couldn't attack Midas?
I made a deal. No, that was more of a condition that if she would come out and help, that everyone on our side would be safe.
So Laura just like stands there for a minute, kind of like squints. No, she rolls insight.
Insight, right? Say that insight.
Yeah.
Although, if you want to continue with saying "I squint," that can be an insight.
Right.
Like, so Laura squints.
Hold on.
I really like that.
That was great.
That was so great.
That's a great name for a children's book. Solar Squints.
Actually, yes, it is. So you need glasses. Get your kids Solara Squints.
Natty 20.
26. He's being completely honest. That's entirely true. He was 100%. In 26, natural 20, Assad was 100% sure that everyone, Myers in general, would be completely safe with TMI coming out. He took no chance on it.
So, that's what Solar does. And
it's a fair response.
I feel like this is the first time a natural 20 has worked against our campaign.
Right.
It took the messy away.
Yeah.
All the mess away. No, he's telling the truth.
It's like, shit.
Fuck.
Solar says, I think you should have led with that. And I still think you should now. He'll still probably be mad, but that does make a world of difference, actually.
So nods.
So at that, Salor just like nods politely.
Yeah.
Going around.
Okay.
I say
shout out to Wisdom because it's going to save us a lot of time. And X.
Go ahead, Assad.
I say Assad when Solara walks out of my view or wherever we're talking at, I say thanks.
So to me, but like
To
at
be
me, but
heard
not
or
to
not
me.
to be heard?
No, to be heard.
Okay.
To be heard while you're walking
Okay,
away.
okay.
Okay.
So Laura like smiles and nods again and says, "Get some rest.
Okay.
Enjoy closers."
Assad.
Side goes upstairs.
Okay. What you doing upstairs?
I'll look around.
No Midas.
Who do I see?
The newly joined, well, the kidnapped and now joined crew. I will say Davina is sleeping in the crow's nest because that's what she was doing before the whole devil bite thing happened. And we'll say Mira's getting some rest as well downstairs.
Is there a box full of spice that we don't have crew enough to consume now?
No? What?
I'm just saying, like,
What?
spice to carry over the crew while they're on the ship.
Why would there be?
Now there is no crew.
You guys searched the entire ship and did not find a ship, no spice.
I'm just saying, the Dreadnought ship there is spice.
You guys searched the entire ship. You did not. That's a very different organization. Assad, what are you doing above deck? Only person awake right now.
All right, so it's only me and Darren up there, right?
Theron and some of the crew is still milling about. The new pirates.
Oh, okay. I go back upstairs. Well, I go upstairs to Darren. I say to Theron, have you seen Midas come up here?
No, he did not come up. Did the conversation go that poorly?
It wasn't a conversation. More like he walked out. So just wanted to see where he was.
He's not here. Below deck somewhere.
Is it night? It's nighttime now, right?
No, you guys attacked Azrael at like 8 a.m.
Okay, so it's like 10 a.m. and then we're about to get a long rest. Wake up at 6. Okay. All right. So I go. I say, all right. Then, well, I'll see you later, there.
He nods.
Go back downstairs.
Going to your room for a long rest or doing something else?
I go for a long rest.
Hey, we finally done it. We did it. Long rest, everybody. Level up.
Yeah.
Level up.
Yo, this fool trying to mess up our. You're showing? Stop playing with me. Trying to level up.
Calm down. Come on, man. You gotta act this. Oh wait, are you doing this to level up?
No, I'm not just doing it to level up.
Oh, I was about to say,
didn't want to talk
I was about to say, like,
He's
yo,
trying to level up.
Come back out like, let's go. Yeah, come on, let's talk now.
No, I did want to level up. Though. I'm like, God damn, we've been waiting like 4 sets for this shit.
Yeah, it's kind of been a month since I told you guys to level up after a long rest.
No, but no, I'm good. I wasn't doing just to level up.
I'll give you guys a few minutes to do that.
I just need to long rest my character.
Level up.
Hey, stop it.
yo.
Ryan, can you play this song? Can we level up? It's part of our campaign theme.
Stop this.
You know, I would, Greg, but that's a copyrighted song. It's a copyrighted song.
Hilarious.
Which reminds me, I'm not playing. Damn, I had this nice suspenseful music for that whole conversation. I fucking.
The conversation still didn't happen.
There wasn't any conversation.
No, it would have been. It would have fit. It would have fit. I had great music for that whole moment.
It might happen in session still. It just wasn't happening then.
I mean, I'm gonna put it on.
Shut up.
Nah, it's
no,
not
so hot.
Saeed was like, "No, bro, I'm at 10 HP."
No, that was part of it for Mike. He was like, "Yo, my HP low. Like, I don't feel like doing this shit right now." I ain't got none of my spells. I put them all into them damn stones. This dude's here to harass me. Like, if he wants to fight me, he's going to kick my ass right now.
Yo, you don't know that. You don't know
That's
that.
what Midas is thinking.
He's saying
I don't think
if you fought
I
him,
don't
he had
think
no
you
way
want
to
fight
defend
Midas,
himself.
but Midas is thinking, yo, this motherfucker fights me right now. I can't do anything.
True. That you're right. That's true.
Now, I don't think you actually want to fight him right now.
We're gonna
Right.
pick it back up at
Right.
10:20. You got 2 minutes to level up your characters.
This ain't fair.
You should have been looking at this for a month.
What, bro?
Wait, yo, we need more than 2 minutes.
You
Dude.
don't.
Love
You don't
ain't
get anything
smooth,
cool
bro.
at level 11. You don't get anything
No,
neat.
honestly,
Listen.
I thought
You ain't
different level
multi-class.
than I'm at, so I have to revisit this strategy.
Oh, wow.
Oh yeah, you're multi-class. You have some things.
Well, you multi-class, you could
Oh,
hit things.
Brian, can I do my stuff?
Yeah.
Exactly.
Love ain't
one
smooth,
second.
bro.
Wait. All right. I was trying to keep integrity to my character, not look at what was going on ahead, because I really believe Brian as a DM is a piece of shit, and so I thought we were gonna. I thought we were gonna level up. Like, he's a great DM. Don't get me wrong, but like, yeah, fuck you.
Yeah,
So-
he's an asshole.
So next time I ask you to look at your characters to level up, please do that.
No, I guess this is like PTSD from other campaign where I was like, no, this is gonna go left. So I was just like,
that's a
no,
little
I'm not
different.
gonna.
Well, you can still work on it as we continue on.
Okay.
I don't
Let's,
think you guys are gonna run into a fight anytime soon unless you guys actively search for one. But who knows?
Ooh,
okay, that's fair. I got 6-level spells now. That's why
Yeah. So
I'm
you
just
mean
like,
you can sit there and look at your spell list. But as far as like your attributes, in case you got to roll more. Although I don't think those go up this turn either. So like I said, I don't think there's anything cool this time for the non-multi-class people. I think it's simply
yeah.
just
There-
one level up.
yeah.
I don't know how to do what I need to do, Brian.
Okay, I will do it for you really quick, and you can pick it up from there.
There's nothing cool, but the 6th level is like really cool to me. So.
Speaking of cool, how about this music I didn't get to use?
Also, Chris, remember the find something thing you were asking about, locate object? If you wanted that.
Yeah. I can load it too, but it's great to know I don't have it.
Refresh your character sheet, Greg. And you should see it now.
Oh, buddy.
Be right back. X, as you are meditating and reading through your book once more, the background of the ship slowly fades away as you find yourself in a familiar space. Standing across from the gentleman who introduced himself as Kanami Tosin. Tosin looks at you. I see you are back and still reading my book.
I am.
Have you decided what you want for your future?
I want to atone for my sins. I want to make those who have made me cause harm to others, do harm to others, suffer. And I want to atone as well by visiting the villages that I've harmed and healing the weak, healing the sick, and healing those who need help. I need your power.
He nods and he walks closer to you. This gift has been passed from one former assassin to another. It will be with you until you have destroyed your former order. After that, it is yours to do with as you see fit.
The power! The power!
He holds out each of his hands, and in one you see the aura of healing, and in the other of harm. And he raises them both to his face as you see his mask alight. And he takes off his mask, and it duplicates, staying in place, keeping the one he had on. And he rubs his hand across it, and it goes completely blank, and he hands you the blank mask. You need not decide now. But before you can truly embody my power, you must craft your mask.
Understood. Does this mask come with additional? Are the abilities? Do the abilities lie within the mask?
They do not. It was a choice of my master's master. She felt the avenging assassin should be faceless. It is no longer about who we are, but what we do. When you heal, when you harm, when you are clearing your ledger, wear the mask.
Understood. And who are you? What is the group?
Roll persuasion. $15. We are a society that has lived too long in the darkness, but understands there is power there. We don't fully turn our back on it, but we seek to do better. Perhaps when you are more ready, less hesitant to see the truths of my book, I can speak more to you about that. For now, with the mask on, you'll be able to decipher the book much quicker and find information you seek. If you are willing and ready. And he gives you a knowing look.
And X gives him a knowing look right back.
Yours was a dark order, X. One that's reach was far and wide. And powerful. You cannot run from this forever.
With me donning the mask and donning this new ability, I assure you I'm not running any longer.
He nods.
passive monk is over, I will make them pay with my own hands.
He nods in approval, and he slowly turns to walk away before stopping and looking back and saying, "You will find a moment where someone needs to be punished that you do not want to punish. We have no gray areas, X."
Understood.
That mask can crack.
Wait, I didn't read that in the book.
No, you didn't.
Trying to save 9.
And at that, Tozen fades away, and you are back on the ship.
X is like in his room. Nobody's in my room, right?
So, did you want a room or just to be on a bed? Because last time you said a bed.
A bed is fine. A bed is fine. I just didn't know if anybody was around me.
No one's around you.
All right, so X is literally just sitting there with his right hand. The hand of correction is the hand of harm. The left hand is the hand of healing. He's literally just like playing with the abilities right now. He can do it more than once a day now.
Mm-hmm.
And just mesmerized by the power that he feels flowing through him.
Okay. X has officially changed his subclass. All right. Well, as you all eventually wake up from your long rest, coming above deck as whenever you do, the day is yours. What would the Misfits like to do?
Midas comes out of his ring and he pats X on the shoulder and says, "Thanks, pal."
Oh, you're welcome. Hey, you didn't hear anything that might have been. You didn't hear anything while you were in that ring, did you?
X was sound asleep.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I was praying.
Were you getting in with one of the sailors left behind?
Was a what?
Getting in with making the nasty with one of the leftover sailors.
I don't do that. I told you. We Black Order monks were castrated at a young age.
You don't make that a thing. Don't make that a thing.
Why is he making this worse?
I'm so sorry.
That is not canon. Viewers.
That is not canon. That's not a thing.
It's not the first time he said
That is not a thing. It is not a thing. It's not a thing.
Okay, so he doesn't say that?
He does not say that. No.
No, I didn't say that.
And
Well, Midas
as
said
a
what he said.
reminder, X, in this trance, you are not speaking aloud.
Okay, cool.
So Midas said what he said.
No, Midas. Why don't you go above that?
Oh, that doesn't sound like a guys. X got lucky. If Midas walks above deck, and he just keeps looking at the sailors, trying to see which one has a twinkle in their eye.
All the sailors are actually going below deck to essentially switch shifts with you all.
Oh. So Midas looking by him. He's like, One of you. And then he walks up above.
They just look confused and tired.
All three of you. So all three.
Okay, you go above deck. Theron is still at the wheel. But I assume eventually all the Misfits come above deck, maybe? I don't know. The day is yours.
Yeah, for sure. Well, Sims is coming up.
Okay.
Anybody else?
Yeah.
Mine's already up, so.
X comes up.
The not here
Sorry?
misfits are coming up as well.
Oh,
What
my,
about Assad?
watch out for that side guy. He tries to sneak in your room while you're sleeping. Make sure you lock your doors at night. I don't know why I didn't lock mine. No, I thought you could trust people around here.
We slept on it and we're still doing this.
Oh yeah. I mean, well, he did come into my room last night and close the door and tried to hold me in there. That's something that happened. Separate from what happened when he traded on us. On me.
So I'm just gonna view this from an objective standpoint, right? This is what they taught me back home as an Everman. Seems like you had something you were trying to do. He had something he was trying to do, and they collided.
Yeah. Close the door in my room and try to trap me in there when I walk out.
That is,
And I was trying to sleep.
I've tried to shove drugs down your throat.
Yeah,
This
but
is
you,
nothing
did you,
burger to me.
yeah, I mean, on its own in the vacuum is definitely not.
We're not in a vacuum. We live in
Exactly.
the
That's
real
what I'm trying to tell you. We're not in a vacuum. You made my point for me.
Midas, you're not the first person to have issues that wanted to break up the group.
That is very true. But I am the first person somebody directly betrayed.
Midas, you called Tanner on me.
Did I call the Black Order on you? Huh? Wouldn't it be more apt to call the Black Order on you, X?
Midas.
And I also didn't call Tana on you. I mean, I told her, what did I tell her? I told her something.
Hilarious.
Midas, she trapped me in the room after you called her on me and told her our moves. Now listen, I don't think that he was right in what he did, but I'm just saying we've all had our issues.
Oh, I see what you're doing here, X. I see what you're doing here, X. I respect it.
Midas, you've been
And
here
he looks
long
at him
enough
and says,
for me.
I respect it too.
Just saying, you've been.
I can't get mad at you
here
guys for
long
doing
enough
this
for me to,
because I've done this before too.
Go ahead, Chris. You're getting talked over. Say your thing now.
Midas, you've been here long enough to remember the running around, just pressing buttons. And Samson did that, so hopefully you don't have to go through that.
This is something very different. But what X is doing though,
You are.
I see it.
Pressing buttons.
I see it, X.
Look, we become best friends after our little falling.
We are not best friends, X.
What?
I mean, you cool. I mean, you're cool, X, but I wouldn't say best friends.
Okay.
Samson sees this interaction going on and just takes a step back from whatever he was trying to say to Midas and just lets them have this moment. But
Yeah,
if you
actually-
look at his eyes, he's visibly confused. Wait, what?
X, you're cool peoples and all, but I don't know. I feel like I've tried to reach out to you, and we just never really hit it off. I'm trying to tell you, man. We have a little bit of a royal problem. They are our friends, but they're not loyal to us first.
Are they right here listening to this?
Samson is.
No, Samson backed off, I thought.
I think it was a step back, not like
okay.
multiple.
Then I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that. Then.
Okay. Yeah, no, he's still there. He's still very much there. He just
Okay.
took like one step backwards.
Oh, y'all can see me? You out? You saying?
What's going on right now?
Theron will call down to you three. Would someone like to learn how to fly this so I may sleep at some point?
Yes.
Love to.
They got two. Well, two people can learn. I mean, that might be good. We probably shouldn't just trust one person with the helm while they're in sleeps.
Good thinking, Midas.
So the two of you go up as Theron begins trying to explain sky sailing to you. And he says,
Samson, at this moment, is kind of lost in his own mind, thinking they can't do this. Everybody keeps telling me I'm not a fuck up, but they're lying. We killed a dragon. I saved Evanwood.
This nigga about to have us crashing the ship. Midas is intently paying attention.
yeah, and actually Theron immediately
I just wanted to illustrate why Samson's not that.
After a few moments, Theron was, "Are you paying attention, Samson?"
Yeah. If you could just start at the beginning, real quick.
Okay. Would you all be more comfortable sailing the ship on the water or in the sky? Because I can go to get us to the water just fine.
I feel like I know a little bit about boats more than I know flying, but I guess we could learn the flying part.
I agree with the flying part. The sailing part, anybody could teach us. No offense.
Some taken. So I guess first things first. Are we going to be recharging these broomstones, or are we going to the water for a duration?
I'm down for a recharge, guys.
I'm down for a recharge as well, depending on conditions.
Well, we won't need another recharge for another day, so we do have time. But pay attention, and I will do my best to guide you through the basics. You won't have to land, you won't have to do much.
Noted. Do we roll for this, or is this?
No, Theron is going to take time to thoroughly teach you. He is not going to let you fly this until probably tomorrow.
Gotcha.
You guys are just going to have to be studious students, as it were. If you're going to be paying attention, you're both intelligent characters, and I think it's fine.
Midas is not that intelligent. I just want to let you know that.
Okay, we're going to be rolling.
He's got
Samson is space-headed, but he's paying attention.
He's got a 14 on intelligence, so it's a +2. I don't know if that's intelligent enough, but he's not a brainchild.
Either survival or sleight of hand with advantage for both of you to see how those lessons go.
Both of us. I'm viewing this as geopolitics. I'm taking it very serious.
Sure, but still roll and see how it goes.
19.
This is bullshit.
Sleight of hand or survival.
Sleight of hand or survival.
Or perception or investigation, actually. I guess those would all kind of fit. Now perception.
Oh. Investigation, though?
I would say investigation would fit here, too.
Okay.
With advantage.
Performance?
30. No, I don't want
Damn. Oh, it's investigation. Damn.
On a 19.
No, you said I can roll investigation?
Yeah,
investigation, right? Okay, good.
Samson, you were picking this up quickly. For some reason, this just clicks for you. It's actually very much like an instrument. Entirely so, actually.
Can I relay that to the group?
It's only going to help you. You're the only musician here. But Midas rolled a 19 anyway, so he's not very far behind you. You're just picking it up. You're picking up the nuances. Midas can not crash. You can be a great pilot, a great sailor, as it were. You think you might have a gift for this, and Theron does look to you and say, "Royalty aside, you'd make an excellent pirate. At least helmsman."
I've traveled with it.
It shows. Are any of the other misfits doing anything during this time? This is going to take quite a chunk of the day for their learning.
And Grandma hasn't checked in, right?
Not yet, no.
Alright, then I'll come.
No one's come to get you. There doesn't seem to be any pressing need above deck.
Can I want to like go through the.
Midas mute, please.
Bring my band.
I want to go through the original crew members and like strike up conversation, just like like.
They are attempting to sleep. They were up while you guys are resting. You can wake them if you want, but they are sleeping.
No.
And they have been interrogated a few times.
No,
yeah.
A quick loyalty check. That was about it.
Well.
Oh, Theron did. Actually, Theron talked to all of them in depth. But that's
it's not. It's nothing that would have been covered in that.
Okay.
Okay, never mind. So if they're asleep, I'll try to find.
Yo, what? You kind of cut out the end.
Learn how to fly the ship.
Oh, okay. So you come up to investigation, sleight of hand, or survival.
Okay.
With advantage.
Another natural 20.
Hey.
Man, you guys really want to have this damn ship. I'm feeling much better about you guys having it now. So for you, for Samson, this is music. For you, Shalora, this harkens back to your childhood of wanting to be a historian. This is just history. This is lessons lost. This is something you realize has been passed down from select crowds, and it just speaks to you. And you are very quickly picking up the nuances of this as well.
Can I also say, just to add to the drama of it all, that I feel like I'm forging a connection with my paternal side here?
Absolutely. And Theron does look to you and say, "You are your father's daughter. It's coming quite naturally to you."
Or smiles a little bit, just a little.
And he looks to Midas. "You're doing all right."
Yeah.
Keep it up and you'll be at their level in no time.
Yeah.
But I would at the moment insist that you take no solo flights.
Look, man, I'm paying attention to trying to fly this thing. Can you stop insulting me?
I'm trying to give equal attention to all my students.
Yeah, right now you just insulted me.
Midas, it's not that hard.
Listen to him, Midas. No. He doesn't say that. But the day does continue. Asad, are you coming out the room today, or are you staying in the room?
All right, so while I guess all that was going on,
That's going on for hours and hours. That's a long going on.
right. So at the beginning of it, it's something I wanted to do. When I woke up.
Okay.
So I use the speaking. I pull out the speaking stone to talk to Sir Jacob.
Okay. What do you say?
I say, hey, how are you, Sir Jacob?
Oh, Assad. Good. You survived the dragon, I take it.
Yes, we did.
Very glad to hear so.
Right. Is it the next day over there?
Yeah, it is. You slept the whole day. Oh, you slept most of the day. Time zones. Let me look at the map. I'm going to say yes. I'm not taking it.
Okay.
Yeah, next day.
If necessary, could you teleport me? It might If it is, it'll be very important.
And kind of size of it aside.
Yes.
I don't like being used that way. I really don't.
Okay. All right. How about if I paid you, would that be too much, or
It's not
would
about
that need to be a favor?
it's not about the money aside. It's just I have some responsibilities now that I don't really feel comfortable leaving. I guess it hasn't gotten back to you yet, but
You got a kid.
they have wrenched my arm, and I have taken on some students. So I do end up using a lot of my magic in lessons. I could possibly look to do it tomorrow, maybe.
Wow. I'm glad you took that step. That was-
Well, they kept watching me and just standing around and following me. And they were trying things that were wrong. I couldn't let them hurt themselves.
I really appreciate that. Seriously, I really do. I'm glad that you're helping out those young kids. Um, we used to have arcane before, so I'm glad that you're going to be the first ones. You're going to be one of the first ones to bring it back.
Just so you know, I've already been promised headmaster, and I get to name the school. John?
Yeah. Oh. No. So all right. So you didn't hear me. Hold on.
No, I didn't.
All right. Yeah. Okay. Can you hear me now?
Yes.
I say. What did we actually agree on that part?
You have more people in charge than just you, Masad. I spoke with your council. They seem okay with it.
Okay. So nods. Okay. All right. Just wondering. I'm not sure.
No, you and I did not. I think you offered the position, but not formally.
No. Yes. I.
You offered the position.
Yes. I totally remember that. Either way, I trust you. So.
This is kind of begrudgingly becoming a home. So I'm going to improve it.
Okay. What would you? You're not from Briar Cove, are you?
No, God no.
Do you care about Briar Cove and their issue?
I have some friends there, but I live a life. I don't actively care about much until recently.
Okay. All right. Okay. All right. I totally get that. But yes, yeah, we used to have arcane users before the attack on Riveria, so I really do appreciate, you doing this out of kindness and wanting to look after the future generation.
Thank you. I appreciate everything Riveria has done for me, and well, we'll see how it goes. Never taught before.
Okay. All right. I think you'll be fine. I think you'll do a good job.
Well, should you still need it, I could try to retrieve you tomorrow.
Okay. I'll let you know by tomorrow morning. No, I might let you know before then if you need a heads up.
A heads up would be nice, but I will keep the spell slots free and we'll always go back to teaching fundamentals.
Okay. All right. Thank you for all of your help.
Not a problem.
Okay. All right.
Click.
Take care.
Cut, Jack.
Anything else from Assad?
Yeah. Side goes upstairs.
Okay. As you make your way up, X is on the deck doing something. Mia's working on his watches. Davina is in the crow's nest, keeping an eye, enjoying the view and the breeze. And Midas, Samson, and Shalora are learning to fly the ship.
All right. So I look around, see everyone. Is there who's on the sails? Wait, are there even sails on this ship? Are the sails?
There are sails. They're currently set open. No one is currently working them as the available crew is asleep.
Okay. So in my experience, is that noticeably interfering with the ship?
It's not helpful. Them being set in one way and not changed is slowing you guys down a bit, making it a little more difficult to navigate.
Okay.
Can you tell that Midas is the one slowing us down?
He's not the one slowing you down.
Star got it.
It is not slowing you all down.
Yeah, that's hilarious.
But I will say, as you come up and Theron kind of looks over the wheel, Assad, I was waiting for you. Could you get on the sails? I have more to teach them. We have no ability to course correct.
Yes, yeah. I was thinking that. I'll hop on right now.
Thank you very much. And with Assad going on the sails, your lessons go faster, actually. As he can kind of teach you truly what it is, as Assad is able to make adjustments, because Assad has learned the sails entirely. So he's able to make the correct adjustments, change for the wind, lower them, open them, all those fun things that make a sky ship really, really twirl. And she did roll a 19. I will say with Assad on the sails, it starts to make more sense. Because a lot of it was more in theory than practical, because the sails could not be
I shake Assad off the sails into the wind. Now,
So, you all have a very long day of learning. X, what are you doing throughout the day? It doesn't have to be anything fundamental and real. It just be X is Xing.
Reading his
Oh, you said
book
X.
on how to make friends.
I missed it.
X, yeah, X. What are you doing throughout the day?
X is actually writing down in a journal the places that he had visited on mission, or places he had missions on, and just thinking about like where's the closest to Sethret, so that he could potentially go there and just heal some people with his newfound powers.
Okay.
While he's doing that, he's also thinking about ideas for his mask that he's going to form.
Cool. And as the day passes, the ice does begin to melt off the ship. And Theron does point out, you see how the ship had iced over? That's from staying above the clouds for too long. Air is thin, it's extremely cold, and it's not advised to stay above cloud that long. Clearly, the cloud scraper was pushing through to not be seen. We found them, but it's a rarity. Dreadnought can do it, most captains can't. And unless you guys have any questions for Theron, the day will pass as such.
Theron.
We already did.
Midas first.
Would it be a problem if I just went and charged those stones now?
Not at all, no.
How many charges do I need to get in DM? In a spell slot?
You are unaware. You guys just loaded them up. It ended up being enough. You guys didn't sit there and actually investigate how much it would need. Because it's kind of in the moment. You can go check now.
Yeah, I'm going to go check, and I'll go load them up.
Okay, I'll say Arcana check with advantage.
All right. Banga, 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 banga. Oh, that's not good. Let's do one more. That's even worse.
12. Yeah, you're not really sure.
All right, so I just start putting spell slots into it.
How many you gonna put
I'm
in?
going to 15.
Okay.
Wait. Midas, are you sure about that?
Unless you went down there with them, you're not there.
Okay.
Let me use 15. Give me a second. I just want to look.
Yep.
Okay. Figure out which ones I want to use.
Mhm.
Because I got a way to use the 15. That is. That's 15. All right. How's it looking?
You put
Seems
15
like-
in, you hear a hum as they glow a little brighter.
Does it look like they were the last time? Or should I charge them up more?
It looks less. I would say it looks like. I'll give you an investigation check, actually.
Investigation. Oh, that's terrible.
It's bright.
Yeah, it's bright. That shit blinging. Midas is going to
You're not
put
sure.
5 more spell slots in.
Total 20?
Yeah.
Okay. With 20 spell slots, you feel confident that may buy in this day.
All right. Yeah, and Midas just goes back up and says, that should be good, guys.
All right. Well, as the night begins to come. Oh, you guys were sailing through the night. Well, we're going to say you guys slept till the next morning, because fuck that. You guys are tired anyways. So as the night begins to come, Samson, where do you keep that mirror? You're muted if you're talking, Chris.
It's in his butt.
I keep it in my pack. It's close that I can hear it.
Is your pack in your room or on your back currently?
My bad.
Okay. Roll a perception check for me at disadvantage.
It's
You broke up some, Chris.
Can you hear me now?
Yes?
It's always on my
I heard it's always on, then it broke up again.
back.
Well, yeah, you're above deck on a flying ship in the wind. So, perception at disadvantage. Although if it's lower than your passive, it may use a passive instead.
Wait, what?
If it's lower than your passive, it may just use your passive perception instead.
Oh, well then yeah.
Yeah, 14. But no, with the wind, you do not hear anything. As you are still in your studies, as the night is slowly coming upon you, Theron, nearing the ends of today's lessons. Night sailing is a bit more the same, fewer landmarks. Generally, at night, we ensure the lanterns are closer to the middle of the ship, so we're not casting any shadows or visible lights in the sky, though people kind of write those off as multiple things. But I do find it helpful to have at least a helms person at night, one person watching the seas or the skies, as it were, and a third person ensuring both stay awake. For now, I will take tonight as well, and one of you three will pick up in the morning. It's up to you. Midas, if it is you, I will insist Salora or Samson I'll be up here with you just for the first flight. After that, you can fly solo as well.
I'll take the flight. Midas can get some sleep.
Yeah, I gotta charge those stones again.
All right, very well. I will see you all first thing in the... And at that, there's a flash of magic behind you, Samson. As appearing, you see Victor, Everard, and what is your sister's name again? Arya. All three appear, weapons drawn, quickly scanning the top of the ship.
What the fuck are you doing?
Immediately, eyes lock on Midas. Who the fuck are you?
What the fuck are you doing?
Looking at Midas.
No. I interject again. And at this point, I'm stepping in front of Midas.
They haven't approached him, but they're all looking at him. Very unfriendly.
Okay.
I said, I'm one of the guys who just saved Evanwood.
No. What the fuck are you doing?
You see that Everard is bloodied. He's not looking well. He's on his feet, but he's been through some things. And
What the fuck happened to you?
he spits out blood and looks at you, Samson. That trail you put us on? Did you know what we were gonna find? Did you know what was in our fucking country?
Yeah, I told Arya.
Told me what, brother? Exactly.
That we were dealing with dragons.
Everard kind of grimaces. It wasn't dragons that attacked me, brother.
What attacked you? Then fill me in before you just pop up. Weapons drawn.
Victor sneers. Who exactly are the fallen?
Samson looks visibly like, what? And then looks to Midas.
Mike says, they are a cult. And your cousin is running along with them. She'll know more about them than me, but they worship Tiamat. And they are all throughout Deus, the Twin Cities.
Arya looks at you. And what exactly do they want with you,
Well,
Midas Orion?
They kidnapped my type.
Which is?
ASMRs. Because they're all ASMRs. And they try to take your angel away from you. Lead you off the path.
Persuasion with advantage.
All right. Hopefully those were the bad rules that I got out the way.
Hopefully.
Give me something higher than that. All right. That's all right.
24.
Not bad.
I would like to say that Samson is visibly livid.
Livid. Okay.
Yeah.
The 24.
Oh, can I subtle spell guidance?
Sure.
I subtle spell guidance on myself, and I go boom, and I roll my d4. $27.
Okay. And the 27. You Midas, a bird quickly flies past your head and goes and lands on Victor's shoulder, which was apparently behind you.
That's your brother, isn't it? Okay. The whole family's here.
His familiar was behind you.
Okay.
He relaxes a bit. Arya visibly relaxes. Everard's still a bit worked up. He says, looking at Samson, did you know that they had the dragon scales?
Samson is looking at Everard with fire in his eye and says, "Are you fucking with me right now?"
Did you know when I went looking for dragon scales, I would run into them, Samson?
You sent him for the dragon scales.
Are you fucking with me?
He grabs you by the collar. He grabs you by the collar and like yokes you up really quick. You're not answering me.
Mike's looking at the other two. What are the other two doing while he's doing this?
They're watching it.
Samson looks at Everard in the eye. It says, "I am willing to die for this answer. Are you fucking with me?"
I'm not fucking with you, Samson. I went looking for your fucking scales and ran into the Fallen.
It's such a stupid question. And he looks at Everard and just dead in the eye.
Everard's gonna swing at you.
You're not even trying to.
Okay, Everard cracks you clean in the jaw and lets you fall. And looking down at you, he says, "You didn't fucking warn me, Samson. You didn't tell me what I would find. You didn't tell me how dangerous they were. You just had me fucking find dragon scales."
Might just pick Samson up. And he says, he looks at the other two. Is this some kind of sibling rivalry shit?
They shake their head no.
Samson stands up. He looks at all of his siblings. He says, "This is exactly why I left." And he looks at Everard explicitly and says, you know, you're passing the buck right now." He looks at Victor and says, "Fuck you." He looks at Arya and says, "I expected better." And then he looks at, what's that name?
He didn't come.
Okay, cool. All right, we're good.
Arya takes a step forward for the other two can speak, and she says, "Brother dearest, I'm confused how you're
Don't
the one.
give me that shit.
How are you upset here?"
I just saved your whole fucking nation.
Our
You pop
nation.
up on this.
Our nation.
Our nation. Our nation. Now it's our fucking nation. Gotcha.
You keep acting like you were banished. You left. You're still Evanwood. Acting like you were banished. You left. You're still Evanwood.
Yeah, I'm still in Evanwood in the capacity that you guys left.
Oh, please, Samson.
Mm-hmm.
How are you
We
wrong
don't have to
here?
go.
Everard almost died on your terrible intel. Either it was a trap or you're incompetent. Which was it?
Did you even ask me if I almost died saving Evanwood
Well, you're
from
alive.
a dragon? So is he.
Everard takes a very deep breath, visibly trembling in anger. Samson. And she starts, and Victor steps forward. He almost died, Samson. You had your friends. You had a plan. You were prepared for what you faced. He was not. He got lucky.
He didn't get lucky. He's an Evanwood.
Everard leaps at you, but he's grabbed by Victor, and he's just pissed. That doesn't save lives, Samson. It doesn't save
Just
fucking
did.
lives.
It just did.
He kind of shakes off Victor and kind of walks to the other side of up here to kind of get away from you for a moment. Arya says,
Arya.
"Answer the question, Samson. Did you know the scales were linked to the Fallen? Yes or no?"
And then the scales were linked to. What's our cousin's name?
Tana.
I knew the scales were linked to Tana. New Tenum's working for the Fallen. So, yes, I did.
Not quite
But-
full.
Sorry, I go crazy. Yes, I did. But I didn't think I was sending Everard into express danger. I would have mentioned it. It is a shortcoming. It is my fault. I do apologize for it, but it was not on purpose. And as I said, he's a fucking Evanwood.
Roll persuasion with advantage. $29. 31.
31, sir.
Everard turns around, looking a bit hurt. They don't care about the Evanwoods. They don't care about the Primes. None of that matters to them. My name didn't help me with them. Only my rage helped me. Only killing
being an
helped
Evanwood
me.
helped you.
No, you goddamn twat. My fists helped me, my blades helped me, my rays helped me, killing helped me. My name did nothing.
What do you think gave you those tools?
Experience that I did not get in a castle. What gave you your tools, brother?
Yes. Do you think I would have been me if I lived out my life with my mother?
Are you making
No,
my point for
the castle.
me? The castle.
I'm making your point in spite of
You are no great
Because-
bard in Evanwood, Samson.
You think I got these pipes off my neck?
I think your lived experiences outside of our borders got
Samson
you
swings.
those. He lets you hit him. And
Samson just swings.
he turns with it. And you feel like it didn't do as much damage as it should have. And he looks at you. And he says, "We have both been changed by the world outside of our castle, Samson. Both of us survive outside of our name, Samson. I don't walk in the Evanwood light where I go. Nor do you. So please do not tell me I survived based on a name I did not pick."
And why would you try to tell me this?
Listen better, brother. I am telling you, you are not your name either. You should understand me when I say my name did not save me. You should understand that. Better than they.
Samson looks to Arya and Victor. What say you now?
What say us what, brother?
I did not purposefully lead Everard into a trap. I simply got beside myself. And I apologize to you. But all of this is out of hand.
Victor says, if there was a 1% chance it was a trap, we must treat it like 100% chance it was a trap. And since you, brother, would not lead your brother into one, they left one other person, whom Tanner was so kind to inform us was on the radar of the Fallen to begin with.
Samson looks at Midas and just kind of mouths,
I know.
that bitch.
To be clear, this is our second stop.
Midas folds his arms.
Where's Tanner?
So,
Where we left her.
listen, so what? I mean, if you want to know something about the Fallen, Tanner knows the most. I know they worship Tiamat. They kidnap kids out of Deus, ASMRs. They want me. I don't know why they're so specifically set on me. Um, but yeah, they want me, and they usually travel in groups of 5. I guess
That
that's important.
is one thing that I kind of failed to mention. One of my best friends and traveling mates here is on the Fallen's Most Wanted. You think I'm working with them?
No, we thought you
I
got
I am
faulty
still offended.
intel from him.
And why would I set up his family?
Maybe you are fallen.
Midas' eyes flash like with fire.
Samson holds his hand out. That's not going to fix anything.
And maybe you are. No, you can't be, actually.
No,
Do
I
you think if
couldn't
they
be.
listen to me, I'd be here?
I
Arya
mean,
says, we simply had to check.
that's fine. But you're accusing me now.
I've done my research. Your eyes wouldn't do that if you were fallen, if I'm not mistaken.
Exactly.
So where do we go from here, siblings?
I can tell you that, Brian, how long ago did I speak to, what's his name? The guy dude that I talked to.
Your guy?
Yeah.
That was a little while ago, actually, on the way to Azrael. You haven't spoken to him since he found out you were a warlock, actually.
Right. But do you know how many days?
It's at least 5.
Right. And he said it was going to be a 10-day, right? So we got 5 more days till the baby's supposed to be born or something like that?
No, he said that you should arrive around the same time, and if you did, he'd tell you where the baby was.
Okay. Oh. All right. So Mike says so. There will be another ASMR birth in about days, I think. Um, they will come for that child.
Everard, who's now sitting on a barrel, says, so we should find one child in a city of thousands. That's your advice.
Right. I said I didn't tell you that. And then he casts. Let's see. What the spells do? Midas cast. He said, I'm going to ask a question to someone. Keep yourselves relaxed. They cast sending. And he says, he calls Valendris. He said, I maybe know a way that we can save the child. Speaking to some people high up, they are looking to take care of, I guess, some of the fallen at least. Looking for a lead.
One second, I'm gonna roll and see if he gets there. That's a pretty, quite the leap.
Mm-hmm.
There's no response.
Okay. I got nothing. Sorry about that. But that's where the kid will be. That's where they'll be. They surround the city. Shouldn't be hard to find them. Them at least. I don't know about the child.
Arya looks to Victor. He nods, and Arya looks back to you. I assure you, no one surrounds the Twin Cities of Deus. If they are there or thereabouts, they are well hidden.
Interesting.
There is quite the gap between the wealthy and the poor. If this child were to be born poor, there's no way of finding them.
I don't know what to do about that. I'm gonna give you what I know. Wish you could save the child.
Why do they want you just because of what you are?
I assume so. They've been after me for a couple of years now.
Were they after before you joined us?
Before I joined you, yeah. I joined you guys when I met you. I was trying to figure out what was going on. I don't know why they're specifically after me though.
Pretty
Then he
selfish
said,
of you, might have.
I mean, I told you guys pretty early on what was going on with me.
Yeah, I know. That's a joke.
Arya
Might
looking
just-
says, it feels odd to invest resources in just one individual.
Somebody says, one more sending. Somebody just cast sending to lock.
Okay.
It says, hey, old timer, why per se are the fallen specifically after me? I guess that's an interest I've never taken. I never asked about that. Do you know?
Roll persuasion.
With super advantage.
No, not with advantage.
Don't worry, we're having a good night.
23.
Hey.
Let's go.
He says, there's a pause before you get a response. Eventually, he says, I promised your parents, as you ever asked, I would answer as truthfully as I felt was necessary. They are after you because of who your parents are and what you represent.
Oh, fuck.
You Harry Potter.
Just stop. Miles cast sending again.
The boy who lived.
And
Good.
he says, for my parents, what do I represent?
The boy who lived.
This is a conversation better had in person, but I assume you haven't noticed, but scourge ASMRs are rare to the extreme. They have value in the fallen hierarchy. That is close to the limit of what I know, but it is what you are, it is who your parents are, and it is what you represent.
Miles says to him, he says, it's because my type of ASMR doesn't come around very often.
Arya nods. Yes, I have realized that in my research. Who are you talking to?
Friend.
Are you? I think that's enough question.
I will decide that, Sansa, but thank you for informing me that I should stop asking vital questions.
It's not the questions aren't vital. It's that the timing's not right. Can we just take a moment?
This doesn't feel like something we should pause, dear brother. If there is... No, there clearly is some insidious organization within our country. Powerful,
Obviously.
does not care about a hierarchy in any form. Actively snatching our dear poorest citizens. needs to be solved.
Samson starts like tapping his knees in like a nervous twitch. Like, yeah, I know that.
And she looks to Midas. You are an interesting one. You all.
Samson pipe. Oh, sorry.
You all are quite fascinating, actually.
I think we're very mundane.
You know, Midas is actually from Heavenly. The other side.
She smiles. Yes, we have ascertained that from
I
Tanner.
think they can hear it in my voice, Samson. The one you used to make.
The accent does stick out.
Samson's whole bravado of the situation, his perceived, I hate to use the term, but Trumpness of the situation reclines and was like, I'll just listen.
Everard stands back up, looking to Samson and Midas. Tanner told us that she told you who those scales belong to. She told you to put a target on your back. She told you they would keep coming after you until they got them.
Yeah, she
Right, but my Everard, my question, I get you're upset, is what does them have coming after us? Oh, no, okay, I get it. I see it. My bad. I was laser focused. I didn't consider collateral, and I put you into the group of collateral, which you should never be. That's my brother. I apologize. Can I roll persuasion?
Sure.
Something like, or do I?
You can roll persuasion.
I'm perfectly fine.
You can roll persuasion.
roll deception because you really don't care.
Oh,
No, like,
shit.
oh shit!
Natural one's more of a skill check
God
thing, not a conversational
damn.
thing. It's a 13.
What?
It's a 13. Natural ones are more of a skill check thing, not a conversational thing. Unless your stat is garbage, and then the one would have been a 1. Your one's a 13. He nods. Why the risk? Why keep them?
Keep
The
My
scales.
team?
Why the scales? Why
The
keep
scales.
the scales?
the scales, because the scales just help us stop a dragon from coming.
You did not
waking
know.
up another
You
dragon.
did not know they'd be valuable in that way. I refuse to believe you
No.
knew that.
No,
we found out pretty. Yeah, I mean, we found out pretty early on, right?
Midas, 1 second. No, I didn't know that they would be that valuable. That they would get me to an actual dragon, because I didn't think they existed. Sorry, we were raised in the same houses. That was a fairy tale. But once I got them, and I could see other people's locations on them, my imagination did start to wander, and the reality beat my wildest expectations. And yes, I did send you on a mission to get one without you knowing what it was, for that specific reason. These are rare on a very rare scale. And if you're not ready to know it, you won't believe it. You weren't ready to know it then.
He's getting angry again, but he is trying to walk it off. Arya says, these scales can see other people.
Anybody with the scale appears on what Midas has expertly dubbed the scale of your network.
So Victor says, you had Everard try to steal something that could be tracked.
I think you're underestimating Everard, but yes. If there was
My-
any of you that I would ask to do that, it would be him.
Mice telepathically says to Samson, "What the fuck?" He's like, "You didn't really think this through, huh?" You can't reply to that, though.
Everard's like kicking things now. He's kicking crates and surprisingly putting holes in them.
This is great.
Arya says, "Okay, so Samson, you earned a lot of goodwill with the dragon thing. As you saw with Aperok hunting down the scales, we took you at your word exactly. When you mentioned things, we're gonna need details going forward. I think, yeah."
Yeah, as long as I keep the respect, I'll give you the details.
Aperok goes on. Arya kind of closes her eyes a moment and opens them again. We'll talk about that, yeah?
Yeah, we'll talk about it.
Victor walks up and puts a hand on your shoulder. You've done well killing the dragon, Samson. We will one day have to seek out the sleeping one, of course. We can't have that lying about.
Samson looks at Victor, nodding his head, and says, "Why are they booing? Great."
Say it again?
Samson looks at Victor and says, "Why are they booing?" Talking about Arya
Yeah.
and Everard.
Well, Samson, it may not stick because he's standing here, but it was a close call for Everard. And we weren't prepared to have to help. It was a near thing.
I look at Victor, and I'm like looking at him as serious as possible. And I say to him, you know how many times I've come close to dying to defend what we have here. I just got my entire group of friends to put their lives on the line for here. If somebody has to get muddy once in a while for me to keep getting this shit off for us, I don't feel bad.
You see Victor flick a hand out, and as you kind of follow the gaze, you see he's cast Hold Person on Everard, who has a crate above his head, coming at you.
Samson just kind of looks at it confused.
Samson, I understand you do not feel like this was a large mistake on your part. That's fine. It was details. You were focused. You were thinking of the greater good of Evanwood. That is fine. But a lesson that you did not have much interest in learning in your youth was the bigger picture, was the collateral, was what happens after you save the day. You haven't had to visit families of the dead. You haven't had to pay war guilds. You haven't had to run a country. But you're making
Samson
country,
just looking like utterly confused.
You're making country-leading decisions. You're making general decisions. You're sending soldiers, your brothers, your sisters, into conflicts. You must think of all the things that could happen when you make those calls. We will still take you at your word. You have earned that. And we will trust, and I think at this point, hope you have thought these things through. Do you understand that, Samson?
Samson looks at Victor and says, "I do. And stop calling me son."
Didn't call you son.
I thought you said that. I thought I heard that.
No, not on purpose. I don't think I did. And he says,
Then scratch that.
okay. You're Neverwood, you're prime. And you're climbing. You have lofty aspirations. You must do better. And he
Understood.
pats you on your shoulder. Looks to you, Midas. And you. You've been in front of me a few times now, yes?
Yep.
Teleporting.
Okay.
Do you know my rank and power in the hierarchy?
Judging by it, it's between you and her who are the bosses here. It would seem that she's the highest of order because Sansa said he expected better from her. But you talk a lot.
He smiles, and so does
I don't know.
Arya. That is a shared seat, as it were. But I do not see how there could be a next time, but the next time you're aware of an insidious cult in my nation, maybe mention it.
I thought you guys didn't really care.
Why would we not care?
I don't know. You walk around, your cousin's running with them. It seemed that you would know about that.
We've spoken to her. We were not aware of the extent. Though Everard is now fully up to date on the ignobles, she did leave out the fallen part.
Oh yeah, that's who the ignobles work with. By choice.
On paper, yes. It's a little more
On paper what?
complicated than that, actually.
What is more complicated? I'm sorry, I'm missing a little bit.
Our cousin has her own machinations that do not align evenly with the fallen, it turns out.
She said such.
She has repeated as such. Let us understand this is a joint problem. Yes?
Ah. Sure thing. Midas unfolds his arms.
Once again, he taps Samson on the shoulder. He's walking back to Arya. You'll take lead on this. Speaking to you, Samson.
Noted.
He stands over to Arya and he drops hold person, and Everard kind of catches himself in the crate and puts it back down and walks back over to them.
As Everard's walking back, says, Everard, hey man, listen, fuck you, but I still love you.
He looks at you and spits on the ground. Collateral, huh? Arya says, well, Samson, Midas, Your Highness, Sailor Boy, there is no timetable on this, of course, only your own mortality, I suppose. But do keep us in the loop, yes? And maybe loop in your cousin. She seems to be more abreast of this than you are.
I says, where in the world is your next stop?
Victor smiles and he says, well, that's family business.
Mine says to Samson, telepathically, he says, would it be smart for us to ask them, could they take us to somewhere closer to Sethret so we get there on our own? And Darren can handle the shit.
Respond, right?
No, you can't respond to him. No.
But basically, he said it to you so you can take it, take it where you want it. At that point.
Right. Um, I asked Victor, "Why are you here? Can you transport us somewhere to make your grand entrance?"
You're on a flying ship and you killed a dragon. You'll be fine. And at that, they are away.
I didn't get a chance to respond.
No, you didn't. And Midas, you would notice, because Theron is in front of you, that he had his swords drawn behind his back.
Oh, Theron was still up here?
Yes, he was. As soon as they appeared, those swords came out behind his back. You didn't even notice them come out, but you, in your peripheral, not you're like, what was that? And you see that there's his swords. And he's in a stance that is ready to move very quickly. And he slowly puts them away.
Samson says, all right, what is that about the, what was the group that you just named?
The Ignobles?
The Ignobles. What was that about the Ignobles?
Oh, that's the group that Tana hangs with. They're the ones who run with the Fallen. Work with them. Voluntarily.
Assad doesn't have beef with the Ignobles?
He's asking Midas that? Or are you just asking DM that?
Yeah.
Not that you're aware of.
That makes it seem funnier.
But Theron will say, I feel like this is a good time for a group conversation, maybe.
Oh, for sure.
Alright, I'll gather the others. And I think we'll leave it there for the week.
For the year.
I think it's 2 weeks, right? Aren't you guys doing the one shot next week?
I don't know if we actually are. We
we'll
might
see.
just, yeah.
We shall see.
Do we need X for next week?
we'll see how it
X
goes.
is taking a back seat right now. He is a off-screen character.
X is having a renaissance as he gets his newfound powers and newfound.
I heard my name.
That's not your name. Your name is Greg. Session's over.
Actually, I was about to compare you to when the Deep got sent to Hyatt.
To when who got sent? Embiid got sent to where?
The Deep got sent to Ohio.
No,
Oh,
man.
shoot.
Relax.
Wow.
Not like personality wise, but like position wise.
No.
X was
No,
carrying the
exactly.
campaign.
Let's just leave that right where you put it.
Yeah, let's leave the Deep.
Out of all
I
conversations.
can't clean this up.
No.
I can't clean this up.
No.
No, bro.
It's already too dirty.
Exactly.
All right, sorry, Greg.
Man,
I was gonna make a poignant point on X, but they stepped on it.
Well, shitty. You got that point in a pile of shit. It's disgusting.
Leveled up.
Yeah, you guys leveled up. You guys got a new little wrinkle in the spinning of the world. As soon as you told Everard about those scouts, I was like, he's not gonna listen to Fallen at all about this shit. You talked to him like 2 or 3 times about these things. And like, he's not gonna listen to Fallen, not gonna listen to Nobles, not gonna listen to fucking dangerous to have.
Oh, okay.
None of it.
Honestly, here's what it was. Like, I honestly did consciously not mention that because I didn't know if Midas wanted me mentioning that. Like, I was just trying to.
But you sent him after that shit.
Well, hold on.
I got
didn't
you.
think he was gonna get that close to it.
He's good at what he does, man. Like, he figured out it was called the poison scale. Like, he was getting legitimate intel. Figured out they ran in dangerous crowds. Like, he hit you up like, yeah, it's pretty dangerous crowds, man. This is kind of weird. But this is what I found out so far. I'm gonna keep digging. I was like, oh, he'll say it's dangerous, and Sasson was like, oh, it's a whole cult. Be careful. Nope. He was like, oh, bad information. Thank you, brother. Keep finding more. Oh my god. There goes some dice to see if he gets axed.
But at the end of the day, he survived. He's an everyone.
It doesn't mean anything. Like you keep saying that like it's a thing. Like it's not a
It's
thing.
hilarious.
I rolled a 31 that said it was a thing.
No, you didn't. That you believe it's a thing is what you rolled, sir. They don't care about that. They're a cult.
No, it's not about them caring about it. It's about the other heavenwards caring about it. And believing that I believe that because we're heavenward.
That just
I
makes you
believe that
sound
means that
naive. That makes it worse.
I'd rather be naive than manipulative.
Midas, you said you didn't know if Midas wanted them to know that. Midas definitely wanted them to know that if they were going to do something about it. Midas is
so
happy
crazy.
now. He's like, fucking finally somebody's doing some shit about this. He's relieved.
Like Everard already had the full intel on the ignobles from when you sent him after Tanner. He already got all that from her about the ignobles. He had no idea about the fallen or the tie-in between the two. So like, had you mentioned that, he could have connected those dots and gotten a ton of information and done a ton. But instead, he went in there not knowing it was a full-blown super cult and like more or less blew his cover. Even though he didn't go in there as anything but Everard. He didn't go in as Everard the Prime.
That's awesome.
He blew his cover entirely.
That was my whole
the fuck
point,
up.
though. Like I wanted Everard to have that multiple deniability.
How
Like,
does that help? How does it help at all with a cult? Like, that's not good. That's worse.
No, I mean, I guess that's down to a personal philosophy of humanity.
Stumbling across a cult on accident gets you automatically murdered.
You sent a senator to go meet Jim Jones on his island, and he almost got that senator killed. They didn't all drink the Kool-Aid though after that.
Listen, Samson already apologized. This is not going to feel bad about this.
You shouldn't, man.
No, but it's like when you put this in motion, I'm like, damn.
Listen, Samson was pulling all the bullshit he could out of his ass to try and get out of it. Like,
He was doing a terrible job being all confrontational, like Midas and the side dude. That was wild.
Huh?
It's like, why are you mad?
No. It's not I wasn't mad. It was a relationship that I had with Ever.
Midas was sitting there looking like, yo.
Like, this is how we talk to each other.
No, that wasn't the moment for that shit.
No. See, but this is why it was that. If we sit there and we have that serious conversation, it kind of dilutes the conversation. Whereas if we just had the conversation on a natural asshole level, because that's how we are with each other.
Right, but he wasn't doing that with you.
Yeah, but it doesn't matter.
It absolutely does.
Was Solar still there?
No,
Yeah,
hold
she
on.
was there.
Let me finish.
Yes, you were. I'm sorry. You were there.
X
for
wasn't
that.
here though, right?
X was. Oh, you on deck? I'm sorry. I should looking people at.
So y'all see these motherfuckers standing up there.
Yeah, you did. You recognize who they are, though.
Hey, I mean, we can say X after seeing them fight. X creeped around silently in
X
the
could have
dark,
been in
getting
position.
ready.
Yeah.
Getting
X not
ready.
about the shadows no more, boss.
Oh yeah, he's not a shadow guy anymore.
He doesn't have it anymore because he leveled up.
Shadow
Oh,
stuff's
wow.
gone.
You don't have shadow steps no more?
Nope. Sorry, Michelle. You were there for that. It's probably for the best you did, though. That was not the time for the Sunrise Queen to say anything.
Oh, she might not have.
That was fun. So
It's so weird that you went with the I'm gonna do a little play thing. And he's like, you almost got me murdered. It's like, haha, we're assholes, bang bang. Fuck you,
Mine's
bro.
about to tell,
You almost got me murdered.
I was about to tell Samson in his head though, like if it didn't stop, like if ever I kept going, he was like, say word. I'm ready to die for this.
Just reminded Samson of the books. The 8 books.
Samson's a sociopath?
In a very minuscule way,
That doesn't seem
Yeah.
right.
Nah, I don't think so, man.
That doesn't track
Samson
right.
is sitting here. Samson is trying to take over a whole country for what he thinks is his right reason.
Yeah, he's a royal.
I mean, he's misguided.
That's
so,
an
but I guess,
imperialist royal shit. Like the Evanwoods do that kind of thing. That's an Evanwood.
You guys are just like no.
I mean, I can see what you mean, Chris, but then you also shown things that don't seem sociopathic at all, and like that you actually really give a shit about people, and it just that's what I'm saying.
So do you think sociopaths can't actually have attachments to other people?
I guess they're not narcissists, but I don't think that. I don't know. I just don't think I can't see Samson necessarily being sociopathic, but maybe
Potentially, but again, I feel like
that is his line.
so he punched you in the face. He clearly wasn't playing around. Like at a certain point, I do think Samson realizes
They punched him in the face back.
later, not immediately. That's the difference. Like
I
you didn't
punched
hop up,
him in the
haha.
face in the flow of the conversation.
But it's like I don't want to get it between family shit, but I'm not about to let Samson get killed on this shit. He's like, yo, like what is this? What's all going on here?
Yeah.
I mean, they rolled in initially thinking that you tricked Samson into sending Everard to danger. That was their initial thought. Because there's no way
I don't like
Samson would have
Everard.
done that shit on purpose.
I don't like Everard, but I mean, you know, he's not my favorite guy, but I wouldn't have done that.
To them, it's like, okay, the only way this makes sense is if Midas is a fallen, and they fall and are moving against the primes, and this was their first strike. Sending one by themselves into the nest, essentially.
Hey, y'all, I'm gonna hang it up. I'll talk to you later.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah,
Samson
Samson
stood up on the
grasped
on the line.
Yeah, that's when they first rolled in, like, yo, who the fuck are you pointing at Midas? The fuck did you just say, Samson? Like, they were like, yo, explain this shit. Because it is not lining up well for anyone involved on this shit. Because Everard almost got killed on intel you gave us, and you left out very key things that you clearly knew.
Yeah. This was one of the, first bits of real intel I gave towards the safety of Rivera. Not Rivera, Evanwood.
Yeah, they were all on board on Samson's save Evanwood kill dragons plan. They were doing all the things he said that need to be done. They were moving all the pieces, and everyone almost gets killed following one of your this must happen quickly thing.
Might as well.
It makes it, it's real.
Well, no, I mean that's why that was when it happened. I was like, man, he's not even thinking about it.
He pulled it. Do you know who I am? Do you know my rank? Mike's like, seems like you're somewhere near the top, but I'm not sure between you and her. Seems like she might be the boss. She's sitting back,
Yeah.
Yo, Chris, did you? Oh, I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
Did you listen to our other session? To our little one shot or short one?
Listen to
It's very different. People that trust each other.
Yeah, this is Game of Thrones, man. Just keeps being that.
This was a bonding moment though.
This was actually because this could have gone.
Midas likes the Evanwoods now. He's like, maybe they're not so bad. Well, I wouldn't say likes, but he's like, maybe they're not so bad.
You did for a while assume they just didn't care.
Yeah, that's what he told him. I assumed y'all didn't give a shit. Your cousin's running with him. Fuck. He's like, that's one of the first things I found out about her ass.
Tannis tried to. Well, Tannis explained it as much as he was. That's why I
No, yeah, I know.
yeah, and it was also there when we first found out what she was doing that the family didn't know. They thought she was just out here doing some sales type shit.
Well, I mean, she also does have a merchant empire. She runs the merchant empire of the this.
What is hilarious because after I came at me telling some, oh yeah, we might have had the done said about you where you were messing up the money. Now you got your ass whooped by 10 of friends. Look at you now, bro. Look at you now. The little homies care so much about her. She ain't tell you nothing though, huh?
He didn't know what questions to ask because intel was left out.
But
you can only ask what he knows to ask about, and that's why he's upset. Like if he had the information he needed, he could have infiltrated the Fallen. But he didn't.
Then just got his ass beat. Yo, it just happened though, yo. It just happened. That nigga fucked up right now.
Yeah.
It just happened,
it
bro.
just happened.
This shit ain't even sink in yet. My man ain't even got dry blood yet. It's not even dry. It's wet blood on his face.
But yeah, no, I mean that went as well as it could have. I'm glad you guys rolled well.
Yeah.
They were in full family protection mode.
It's a shame. I still haven't rolled high yet. I mean, I have at certain points in the campaign. I haven't had a session where I was just rolling high. Yeah. One day I will. And they'll be like, yes, everything's happening my way.
Everything's coming up minus.
But it was good. I mean, I like tonight. I got the stupid low rolls out when it wasn't important. I was like, yeah, get this crap out of here. Rolled a 2. Rolled some other dumb stuff.
You got some good rolls when that was important. You got some more intel about, you and as a character?
Yeah. Yo, Midas's parents. That's interesting. Who the fuck are Midas's parents?
Who knows?
As far as he's concerned, he's a nobody. His parents are nobodies. Now he knows that he's different.
Yeah, now you know that the ASMR type is rare.
Yeah, if they would started trying to press him on who he was talking to, he'd have been like, lie time. Actually, he probably been like, yeah, I'm not telling you that. Yeah, I'm sorry.
Speak slowly.
Huh?
Whatever.
I speak partial tongue.
I speak partial tongue. Right. Yeah. No, but he was definitely not giving up Oshindo. He was like, yeah, that's not happening. I'm just going to die on this ship. I'm about to betray the guy.
No, that's real, man. That was fun.
Yeah.
We still, I guess, have to have you and Assad's real conversation. I got pushed.
Yeah, I thought we were going to have it today. I didn't know this was going to happen.
This was on the once they finish a long rest docket.
I gotta figure out. I don't know. Like, I guess I don't have to figure out. It's really more so on the side, but I guess it's more so about when he approaches Midas, like how Midas will be feeling and talking. Like right now, it's probably a decent time to have a conversation with Midas, because he feels like he's got a little bit of, room to push. And he might be. Yes, it's a slight difference, right? Midas felt X wronged him, so he was like, so you need to talk now. Assad Midas in this situation feels like Assad wronged him, so I have to talk to you. If I wrong you, not me, then I can act however I want to act.
Interesting.
It's like it's that difference, and it's like, nah, man. If I screwed you over, then I have to listen and talk. But you screwed me over.
Very interesting. Well, we'll see how that goes next session.
The thing is, Assad has the key to it. I think Nashawn knows too, like what to say, and I think Midas will kind of cool down. He'll be a little bit annoyed, but
his slowest conversation went great, I think.
It's got to be. He's like Midas has to hear that he found out later, and then Midas is gonna be still annoyed. Like, yo, why'd you call her? And Midas was like, save our lives. Midas was like, you shouldn't have did that. But and then when the side presses him on, like, then what should I have done? Should I let you die? And then Midas is like, yeah. And then like, should I have let the whole crew die? And Midas is gonna be like, he's gonna be stuck in the corner at that point. Like, yo, what the fuck? Like that's it right there. Then it's gonna be like, all right, well,
Yeah, 'cause it's like, yeah, cool. You're cool with dying because you know your enemies here. You can't make that choice for everyone broken. You got a problem. That's fucked up.
exactly.
It's like,
Yeah, and then, yeah, when he does that, mine's gonna be like, you know what? Yeah, cut her off then. How about that? And if at that point, they probably can shake hands and move on. I think it was something like that.
we'll see how it goes. You guys have the adventures in Sethret. You guys have now the budding story in Age with the Fallen.
I was forget about our side story of the sky.
Side story in the sky. What side story?
To get the brimstone back.
Oh, are you guys turning around to go get them, or is that later?
No, I mean, I'm just saying, it's a possible later.
A possible later tapping on the brimstone in the sky. You learn how to fly the ship, which is really important.
Midas was asleep during that decision, so he has no clue that they're not going back to get the brimstone.
That is correct. You guys have flown for like a day. But I guess he was too focused on learning.
Yeah.
It hasn't really clicked that, hey, where's that brimstone? Did we find it? Yes, hey. That's what happens when you storm off in conversation.
Yeah.
No, I mean, this is a good session, guys. You got progress. Now, we'll see how long it takes to get back to Sethret. You guys,
I
at this
just
point,
really did not
about-
expect this to be a Evanwood. I didn't expect this to be Evanwood.
Oh, wow, I'm aware of that.
I was swimming in life.
Yeah.
There's a Kevin Wood episode.
Yeah, that's why, like, Arya's like, I'm sorry, are you upset? why are you upset here?
It's not upset. That's what I keep saying. It's like this, just like really juvenile relationship that everyone have with each other.
Wait,
I don't give a fuck what you're going through.
You weren't just talking to him, though. That's the thing, too.
No, but that's what you're not recognizing. It's like, yeah, I get it. I'm not just talking, but I'm talking.
Well, we still see how
And
that...
I understand how crazy it would sound that. It's like some shit where if anybody else heard it, it's like, that's not a joke. But, there's that weird sense of humor at the bottom of the ladder.
We'll see how it
And that's
plays.
where me and Everard find us. We're 4 and 5.
I hear you, man, but that's
1
gonna,
and 2.
that's going to
locked
be
up.
a
3
future conversation.
is a
with-
solid. Huh?
That's going to
Yeah,
be it's going to be a future conversation you're going to have with him to smooth this over.
What's the name of 3? He's never brought up the middle child. Y'all hate him.
Every time it's brought up, I say I don't remember his name. I know Brian doesn't remember his name.
Probably Yancey. Yancey
pretty...
Let's just call him Misty.
That's not his name. It's not going to be this show. I know a person. You know a person in this show.
I
You're
know.
not good impression.
Yancey.
No, I'll find it. It was I like the name.
You don't like Yancey?
No, I don't like it.
No, he had a very middle child name where it's just like, yeah, that just worked.
At any rate,
He
is the only one that did not come for this interrogation. For one reason or another. But no, that was exciting. Definitely moving the story forward, on a lot of fronts. Although it does seem like Assad may be out of here. Let's see how that plays out.
What the fuck? Is this serious?
My man,
The World Excel Championships were on ESPN2?
Yeah, that's the thing.
Come the fuck on, yo.
I remember I let Eric know last year, but I forgot about this year. Don't knock that hustle, man.
No. The fuck, man. Excel's really getting closer though. Like they're putting a lot of shit in to where Excel is getting closer to becoming its own programming language. It's kind of funny. It's not there yet. They're putting a lot of shit in there. It might be one day.
I gotta find.
Can't wait till we can't wait till that second session with my squad. The Rescue Inc. We got a little squad on our hands.
How's Manny as a player?
He's great.
He's fun. He's fun. Yeah. He's got a interesting character, a very serious type guy. Almost like I wouldn't say he acts like, but like kind of that old school detective that smoked the pipe. Like that's kind of serious.
Yeah.
Kind of guy. Yeah.
The guy
He's
out
like
in the street lights.
Yeah, and like sits inside the fucking corner room, raspy voice.
Always narrating to himself.
I'll tell you what it is.
Yep. Yeah, that kind of guy. Very serious.
Yeah.
So this is interesting. It's fun. You have, and then he's like, his character too is like this motherfucker does shit like he helps people to try to make up for like taking lives, which is hilarious. Which is hilarious. And
He
got
charged
side,
like even the scoreboard.
yeah,
Even
exactly.
the scoreboard.
Mm-hmm. Then you got Nashawn's character who's a healer, but he's also a tank, which is fucking hilarious. You have my character who's a fucking tank, which is hilarious. He's got all tanks on the board, and Nashawn is a healer, but he's all tanks, no charisma. All of us you should have saw us try to have a conversation. That shit was terrible. We're like, oh, you got a +2? Go for it, boss. You're the king of charisma around here. That shit was terrible.
You should help him.
It was great. It worked out for the most part. They kind of talked themselves out of a lot of money, though. So that was better.
Yeah. We definitely could use somebody with charisma. I don't think that's coming in Greg's character if he ever plays. After talking to Greg about his character and stuff and figuring out what he wanted to do and how he wanted to be, I don't think that's coming in his character.
No, I got it. Charisma, that's a lot of responsibility.
Greg's character is his characters are all based off of like his favorite shows and animes and shit. Like when I was talking to him about it, because that's kind of how I want to build, he was like this person, and I was like, oh my gosh, Greg loves basing the character off an anime character. Like I don't even know about who the person was, but JoJo.
Oh, is that who he's making?
No, he's not making JoJo, but one part of his character is like JoJo.
Okay.
Is JoJo the black pirate on One Piece?
No, JoJo's from JoJo Bizarre Adventure.
He's the white guy that does wild shit.
Oh, Joestar?
I assume we're talking about Joestars.
Okay, yeah. Okay. Yeah, I definitely know who that is. So I watched like the first few episodes of it.
It doesn't get good till like the first time jump. The initial, it doesn't get good till after the first time jump.
Mm-hmm.
Before that, it's just all garbage, terrible acting, and
yeah.
Not running your business on NetSuite
sibling rivalry
or
fake sibling rivalry.
pulled over your eyes. NetSuite by Oracle is the #1 cloud financial system, giving you visibility and control of your financial inventory,
great to be back
budgeting, and
in
more, all
the old
in one
Misfits.
place. 93% of surveyed businesses increase their visibility and control after upgrading to NetSuite. Over 31,000 businesses already use NetSuite. This summer, NetSuite is having a special financing program for those ready to upgrade at netsuite.com/streaming. netsuite.com/streaming.
Yeah.
And Michelle can figure out which class she wants to level up in.
I get extra. Oh, Chris, you do too. Samson does too. Gets extra beam on his Eldritch Blast. Because we're at level 11 now.
5 now?
Very cool. Very, very cool. What's see how quickly you guys get back to Sethret. I'm not sure. Like, we don't need to do it every day. Something happens thing, but if you guys want to talk about something every day,
he's going to forget the conversation he had with Jacob again, and then ask him to teleport him somewhere.
Well, Jacob told him, give him a day, and he can do it.
Mm-hmm. Nah, that shit's just hilarious to me because I feel like he's asked Jacob. Jacob's told him so many times, "Yo, bro, that's not what I'm trying to do." This nigga be like, Jacob, I need you to teleport me. Jacob be like, "Oh my God, aside."
Now this time's serious. This time's for real.
That's just so. But it's like it's not even like he's giving him the actual reason either. He's like, "Yo, it's for real. It's not. Believe me." That shit is so fucking hilarious. So I'm like, oh,
it's like the last time it was for real, he still said no.
Me and Michelle was cracking up when he asked him again. Me and Michelle was dying over here. We were like, yo, you ask him again.
And I'm sitting here like, how the heck can I have this character tell him he's not going to do this?
It reminded me of my man Corey. In the fantasy leagues, when he tried to trade you some shit, he tried to trade me garbage. And then we'll come back to me with some more garbage. And I'm like, yo, bro. It's not happening. First of all, you got this technique from me. It's not happening. How you try to use what I teach you on me?
I love it, man.
Yeah, I called the dudes scam artists on Twitter. Oh my gosh, boy had the biggest bitch fit. But yo, bro, the dude traded 2 future firsts and an 11th round pick for a 9th round pick. And that 9th round pick was Cole Kmet. I was like, yo, there's no way y'all not running the fucking scam. No way. All the dumb trades y'all do are all between each other, too. They're all between
super
each other.
scammy.
Like, it's just like, dude, I can show you my deals between us. I'm like, yeah, that's cool. You're a good actor. I mean, if I was going to run a scam, it's good to have a nice backup where I text Brian on the side, like, yo, let's form a set of DMs to each other. Make it look like we're, doing this for real. Like, come on, bro.
I mean, we just saw their patron saint of this shit get flipped with Alex Jones.
Just, yo, bro. Somebody said he going to off himself. It was like, yo, he ain't got 48 million.
He's too arrogant to off himself. He just knows his viewers will donate.
I wonder if there's a reliable place to say his real net worth.
He has a lot of money. It's been posted a couple times. He has the money. He can pay for it. Wow, but he can pay. But that's only one loss. There's going to be more than one.
Right. They said Alex Jones' company worth up to $270 million. Right. That's what it says on all the time. One of the things though we learned about Elon is people with a lot of money like that a lot of times cannot liquidate a lot of that money, and they can't liquidate it fast enough. Or if they do liquidate, a huge amount, then they lose a lot because they're pretty much pulling from their company.
Yeah. We'll see how it works in
a lot of these people have their equity in shares.
Yeah.
I don't know that InfoWars was a public trade.
Oh no, it's definitely not publicly traded. That's that shit. But I wonder what what's it called though? Things. I mean, his private investors thing at that point.
Fair.
And your private investors are probably thinking funny shit like, yo, bro, you getting popped for the shit that you say now. We might want to divest.
They should. I mean, this should be the first of multiple suits against multiple people who do this kind of thing. Tucker Carlson should be up next. We'll see.
And if you look at it could just be like the TF. Be like, yo, I had a representation. Like, kill this whole shit. And then he brings in his real lawyer the whole time.
He brings what?
His real lawyer? Like, the whole time.
Oh, you think he's like trying to get a mistrial situation?
Yeah.
Well, that's not going to work. But even if it did, the protections are already been given to other federal investigations.
Yeah. The judge told him too. He was like, the judge told him, I think, a bunch of times, like, yo, you're not getting a mistrial out of this.
Yeah, if he keeps doing dumb shit, like, yo, it's not a mistrial. Because he kept like openly lying on the stand and stuff. But yo, mistrial.
She was like, yo, you can't lie on the stand. You cannot come up here and lie. you did not. She's like, you did not. What's it called? With Discovery. Like, you didn't cooperate with Discovery. You can't come here and lie and say that you did.
Stop saying things to the jury they should not know. We're not going to make some mistrial. You cannot talk your way into a mistrial. Because you can't do it on purpose. It's like, yo, this is not going to be a mistrial because your lawyer clearly, obviously gave a shit you should have. That's what you and your lawyer.
Right, and the prosecution or whatever, they or the plaintiffs, because I think this is just the punishment. They what's it called? They told the other lawyers that this happened, and that's what they're supposed to do. Which to me is kind of weird. I hate how the law works. Cause my thing is, yo, y'all fuck up on the defense. Like, you fuck up on one side. That's it. That's how I feel things should work. You fuck up. You know, oh well, you fucked up.
Yeah.
But the other side too is they should have had this stuff from Discovery. Like, you were supposed to turn this over. The fact that you didn't, and now that we have it, like, that shouldn't, you know.
Well, then it becomes like do you want to make this plead the fifth? Is it like privilege? Like, go through the hoops to try to defend yourself. Or we still have it, but you get to, defend yourself.
Well, that's why the lawyer against the prosecutor in the case made it so clear that, like, yo, your lawyers fucked up and sent us this like 10 days ago. Gave them their proper time period 2 days ago. They fell into my possession. They didn't take any opportunity to make privileged information or anything of the sort. You know? In that regard, the prosecution is free and clear.
Yeah, that's why it's so great. And the January 5th committee got it, and the DOJ got it.
That's a massive proportion.
Merrick Garland took action somewhere, which now is giving me a little bit of hope. Like, okay, maybe he might actually be doing extra.
I told you when he first got pulled up there, just wait on it. It'll be a slow process, but it's a process.
He's quiet, and I don't mind quiet, but it's just like, yo, dude, like, something, because he's just sitting back here fucking saying nothing about anything.
That's
like no type of thing.
That 4 years of Trump kind of got us a little changed on how he's supposed to work.
True.
Every time I see Biden tweet, I'm like, you don't have to do that, bro. We don't need updates from your Twitter page.
Oh, no. Yeah, I just want to know something was happening, like, that you do, like the Breonna Taylor thing. Okay, you did something there. Like, that's something big. And that's been out for a long time. My only thing is, like, who does he present his case to, and who rules on this case?
The DOJ? I think it's just...
No.
No, he doesn't. Biden has no case. They don't present to him.
Yes, they do.
No, they don't. It's separate. It's a separate branch of justice.
I know what they say it is, but...
No, the president does not decide guilty or innocent on the case. I want to say it's either a grand jury or something like that.
But yeah, can it be appealed to the Supreme Court?
I feel like anything can, but
they're criminals over there.
I feel like most things can be. I don't know.
Now, the way that the Supreme Court works, though, right, is I think the way it works is each justice gets to pull cases from their region or what have you. So if you're in the justice's region, they can decide whether to accept or deny your case, or pull it so that the rest of everybody else can vote on it. So if they present inside the region of a fucking judge that's sane, then I think that, they'll turn it down because they know, this shit ain't gonna rock up here. I think that's how it works, but I'm not 100% sure.
I mean, we'll see. If that's how it works, I feel like people take advantage of that too much. That'd be a little broken. We'll see how it plays out, man. I mean, Trump's gonna have multiple cases against him besides just the January 6th.
But I think that's the only one that's really going to be able to stick because we've tried this shit before and nothing ever happens.
I mean, the real estate one's going to stick in New York. That's
I know, but what is that going to do?
Put him in jail.
I don't think so. I don't think so. I think he gets out of that shit. I think Letitia does her best, but I think he gets out of that shit.
Yeah, me too.
I think it's got to be some shit on like the January 6th stuff. I think it's got to be Merrick Garland and then taking him down in a federal fucking case. I think any other way, they fucking lean on judges from the Supreme Court justices, lean on judges, do a whole bunch of other shit to get them out.
Feel good about it. I mean, it's a slow process to only fix. So that's that. We'll see how it goes. That organization has done a lot of dirt, very dumbly. So. A lot of those people involved don't want to go to jail. Or don't want to stay there.
Yeah, I mean, you gotta flip them. That's the way to get the people. But it seems like remember when they were flipping people on the impeachment thing and everything? It was like, Michael Cohen and they flipped him and everything, but it was just like everything they did though, like you flipped him, he was supposed to be real close, but it was just like it still wasn't solid enough to do anything about Trump.
They're working their way up, man. It's a long process.
Yeah. But I mean, I wonder who the people are that are solid enough to have solid information to get him in trouble. Because you're going to have to hit this motherfucker with RICO law. They say he run this shit like a mobster.
Yeah.
You're going to have to hit him with some RICO law. No, you was running this whole organization, bro. Clearly you were because you're the fucking president.